Please subscribe to our channel, and for latest update, click on the bell icon.
Now we will do another short little poem, The Weather. Then I'll give you a few questions. We will learn to find answers in the short poem like we have done before. A small comprehension on the poem, The Weather. The weather. When the weather is wet, we must not fret. When the weather is cold, we must not scold. When the weather is warm, we must not storm, but be thankful together, whatever the weather. It's a poem on the weather. The weather. When the weather is wet, we must not fret. When the weather is cold, we must not scold. We must not scold. When the weather is warm, we must not storm. We must not storm. But be thankful. But be thankful together. Whatever the weather. Whatever the weather. Okay, short poem on the weather. When the weather is wet, we must not fret. When the weather is cold, we must not scold. When the weather is warm, we must not storm, but be thankful together, whatever the weather. Now, what do we learn from here? There are a lot of rhyming words. When the weather is wet, we must not fret. Wet, fret. What is wet? When is the weather wet? When it is raining or when it is snowing, we say the weather is wet. Now, what is fret? We must not fret. Oh, we go on grumbling. We are feeling very sad. We cannot go out. When it's raining, you say you can't go out. When it's snowing, you say you cannot step out. So, when is the weather wet? Whether it's snowing or it is raining. And we must not fret. Why do we fret? Why do we feel sad? Because we are not able to move out. When the weather is cold, we must not scold. What is scolding? Cold, scold, both are rhyming words. We must not scold. It is cold when on a cold day, when it is icy cold, freezing day, when it is a rainy, cold day, you are not happy. So you keep getting annoyed. So you keep scolding others. When the weather is warm, when is the weather warm? On a sunny day when the sun shines. When the weather is warm, we must not storm. Oh, getting angry. Why? What for? It is nice sunny day, but you say, oh, it's so hot. You cannot. But be thankful together. They say whether it is a snowy day or wet day, rainy day, or a cold day or a sunny day, whatever day. Stormy. When you say stormy, you can also say when you have horrible wind that blow away trees and houses. When you have storm. Now, they say be thankful together whatever the weather. Whether it's a sunny day, windy day, stormy day, rainy day, we are supposed to be thankful for. Now, some questions for you. Questions. Now, when should we not fret? They say when the weather is wet, we must not fret. When should we not fret? When? Or when, first question is, when should we not fret? When should we not fret? We should not fret on a rainy day, on a snowy day, on a wet day. When should we not fret? We should not fret on a wet day or rainy day. Okay. Now, when should we not scold? Why do we scold others? You're feeling cold and frigid on a cold night. You're not going to be very happy. So anybody asks you anything, you go, you scold. When should you not scold? You should not scold on a cold day. When should we not scold? We should not scold on a cold day. Next. When is the weather warm? What do we say when we say the weather is warm? What do we say? When is the weather? When is the weather? When is the weather warm? The weather is warm on a hot sunny day. When you say warm, we think about the sun. A hot sunny day. Now, storm. When do we get the storm? When there is a strong wind. When there is a strong, when do we get the storm? The storm comes in when there is a very hard, strong wind. Now, next question. What should we be thankful for? What should we be thankful for? Thankful for. We should be thankful for all weathers, whether it's sunny, whether it's rainy, whether it's cold, or whether it's a stormy day, windy day. We should be thankful together. All of us together. We should be thankful for whatever the weather. So let's look at it. When should we not fret? When should we feel? We should not feel sad. We should not feel sad on a rainy day or on a, say, icy day. Okay. When should we not scold? Because it's cold, you scold others. So on a cold day, we should not scold others. When is the weather warm? The weather is warm when it's sunny. On a sunny day, we say it's a warm day. When do we get the storm? When there's a strong wind, there is a storm. What should we be thankful for? We should be thankful for any weather, whether it is raining, sunny, stormy, whatever the weather, we should be thankful for. When it is raining, you say, I wish the sun came up. When it is sunny, very hot, you say, I wish the rain came. We are always changing the weather, but we should be thankful for whatever weather that exists. So thankfulness, whatever happens, whether it's sunny or rainy or windy or dusty, we must say, thank you God for the weather. Then we'll have a pleasant mood. So now we learned from the poem to find answers in the poem.